I am absolutely fuming right now. Okay, so many things are going through my mind right now, and I'm just trying to bottle it up, trying to control my thought process. But this was an absolute terrible match. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I think Thomas Tuchel just overthought this game. I think him and Pep just swapped brains for this game because these guys were definitely going to come with a vengeance. They were coming for our skins, and they did it. They did it, and they pressed us from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. We did not do shit in this game. This was one of our worst performances, I have to say. Since Thomas Tuchel took over, I don't know what got over him in this game. From the starting 11, from the players he decided to try, from the people he was trying to experiment. I said it in my preview that if we were going to try to experiment with players in this game, this was not the game. And if we were going to do it, let us make substitutions. If we're not seeing results, guys, what? Ugh, this is so annoying. How can we lose? Okay, don't get me wrong. Man City are very strong opponents. I mentioned this, but he just overthought it. Okay, fine. Let's just jump right into the starting 11. From the starting 11, everything was wrong with this game. You know, N'Golo Kante is a great midfielder, but the way Thomas Tuchel put him in this game, he made him look so badly, and this is not how Kante is. Lukaku, they were just, guys, this is not a good game. This is one of our worst matches, and although we had a 1-0 loss to Man City, this was an absolute embarrassing game. Absolutely embarrassing game. I mean, why? What? Really? Okay. This is what I'll do. I will try to dissect the players one by one from the starting 11. Okay, so he decided to go with a 3-5-2 formation for the reason only best known to him, because we have never done this. We have never tried this formation, and all of a sudden it's just, wow, let's try it with Man City, right? Because we are the champions. We have not been conceding as many goals as we have been before, and now look at where it got us. Look at where it got us. Truly, honestly, what? Guys, this is just absolutely wrong. I don't know why Thomas Tuchel decided to go with this starting 11, because from the starting 11, okay, in terms of Tottenham, I know it works for us, but we started with our normal formation. We started with a 3-4-3. Then we saw that, okay, it's not working. Then we swapped to the 3-5-2 formation. Now, why we started with the 3-5-2 formation, I have no clue. Why didn't we start with the 3-4-3? Something that has been working really great for us. I don't know. Why was Kai Havertz not starting in this game? I predicted Kai Havertz to start in this game. I was not expecting a pitch full of midfielders. Guys, we didn't need midfielders. Okay, see the way they're bullying Kante. Kante is very essential, don't get me wrong, as a midfielder, but he's only good when it comes to small passes. When it comes to creative passes, moving the ball forward, Kante is not built for this. If Kai Havertz was there, probably Mason Mount, it's so sad that Mason Mount was not in this game, because yes, even though despite the fact the fact that he makes mistakes, he is an essential. He moves the ball forward. He can connect the ball between the midfielders and the strikers. Look at how Lukaku and Timo were being secluded. They were not. Oh my God, Timo Werner was going against 3 defenders. 3 defenders. Tuchel, whatever happened over the weekend, I don't know whether you were going through the Twitter feeds, the Twitter prediction, because he has talked in his press conference, mentioned the fact that he's not even a social media person. But I feel like for some reason maybe the word got out and social media blah 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 got to him. But this was an absolute disaster. This from the onset, from the starting 11. Let's do the starting 11 first. I'm sorry I got carried away, but let's do the starting 11. From the starting 11, we had Mendy in goal. Okay, Mendy, great. He tried his best. I have to cut Mendy some slack. He just came back from an injury, and he was expected to give a top-notch performance. He tried. He did his best. But could he have done better? Probably. But it was not Mendy's fault. It was not Mendy's fault, and we might be throwing blame right around everybody. Who is to blame? But this game was absolutely in. I don't even have the word for it, because this was just an absolute disaster, for lack of a better word. We were embarrassed. We were shown To make it worse, we were at home. We were at home, guys. We had Mendy in goal. For the back three, we had Rudiger. Then we had Aspilicueta. We had Rudiger, Christensen. Then we had Reece James. Now, Reece James had to get out because of the injury at a certain point in time in the game. But I understand. Thiago Silva came in and Thiago Silva still delivered. Now, for the midfielders, Tuchel decided that this is going to be a midfielders game, and it didn't work. It does not work. Why? Why are you experimenting with Man City? Why did you experiment with, I don't know, Aston Villa? Why did you experiment with the likes of Aston Villa? Maybe a smaller team. Maybe we can experiment with Arsenal, but not Man City, for crying out loud. We had 5 midfielders. We had Alonso. Alonso, even with the set piece, could not deliver. Alonso, why was Alonso in this game? Okay. Then we had Kante, Kovacic, Jorginho, 3 midfielders. Why? Why? Okay, Kovacic has been delivering in this game, and I said that, okay, it would be nice to see Kovacic and Kante in this game. I mentioned Kante would be a necessity, but they were bullying him. He just could not do it. He could not just make the connection right with Lukaku. And the game was just in absolute shatters, in shambles. It was just this was one of our worst games, I have to say. I'm very disappointed. Now, right next to the midfielders, we had Aspilicueta, who I feel did a phenomenal job. He was creating chances. He was trying to, as much as possible, try and make sure that the ball is in the other quarter. But even in terms of possession, we did not even have possession at home. I want to go home, man. What? How? This cannot be happening. This is absolutely, this is depressing. This is depressing because I know the banter is coming. The banter is coming online. I've already received some of your messages. Yes, Man City delivered. Congratulations to you guys, but this was just not it for us, man. Okay, then up front we had Timo Werner and Lukaku. Now for the first half, I have so many questions. This is why I keep pausing, because I have so many questions. I'm still trying to fathom what happened in this game, but this game was just not it. Timo Werner, yes, he was just Timo Werner was trying his best. Lukaku was trying his best, trying to create chances, but it was just not happening. The ball was in our quarter for like the whole time during the first half. Nothing was happening. We were not pressing. We're not trying to go for the ball. We're not attacking. We're just chilling. We're literally just chilling. We would have just given the lads a cup of juice, maybe even vodka, to just enjoy themselves, because they were clearly enjoying themselves. You would see how comfortable Man City were. This is how comfortable we're. This is how Man City was so comfortable. They were just making fun of the passes. Just Jack Grealish right there with Diaz, or was it Jesus? Jack Grealish with Jesus were just passing it back and forth, back and forth. Why? Why? I'm just sad. This is not how I expected my Saturday to go, and I'm just absolutely angered. Now, I expected during halftime, Thomas Tuchel has done this, and he goes during halftime, he will get the whole squad together, tell them 1 or 2 tips here and there, make the necessary substitutions, which he did not do. So we come back with the same formation, and we're expecting different results. How is that even going to happen? It's not possible, guys. So 3-5-2, we're continuing. Now, 60th minute is when we decide, okay, we're losing this game. Let us bring in substitutions. Let us bring in, who are we going to substitute? Let us remove Kante and bring in Kai Havertz at the 60th, almost 70th minute. Why? For what? What difference will this make? Why didn't you substitute him during halftime? Okay, fine. If you wanted to start Ruben Loftus-Cheek, because if Ruben Loftus-Cheek even started this game instead of someone like Jorginho, this would probably be a very different story. But we trust our coach, but this time I have to say he let us down. I have to say this game was just not it for us. We were pressing during the last minutes of the game, expecting to see results. Okay, we finally reverted to our normal formation, 3-4-3. But it was too little, too late. Too little, too late. Man City already with the 1-0 lead, and we're expecting to score a goal. Last minute. It's impossible. We have to do better. If we're going to do a formation, test it. Test it in a smaller game. Test it during Carabao Cup game. Test it in an FA Cup game. But don't test it in a competition we are almost contenders for the Premier League Cup, for the Premier League title. Come on, Thomas. What? Okay, so what's your excuse this time? Yeah, what's the excuse? I don't get it, because this was working for us. Maybe the pressure got you, but come on. The pressure doesn't get to Thomas Tuchel, man. No, no. I expected better. I did expect better. I predicted a 2-0 win for Chelsea. We considered our goal. Okay, not counting we considered our first open play goal, and this was just an absolutely devastating game. I am saddened by how this game went. From the formation, I don't know what came over. I don't know what came over Tuchel. This was just. This is just at home. We literally lost at home, man. Wow. Champions of England beat champions of Europe at home. Don't get me wrong. This game could have gone better. Yes, we were not able to concede as many goals, but come on. We could have seen this coming. We have played them before. We have won them before. Why was Alonso in this game? Even Alonso with his set pieces could not be able to nick in the free kick. The free kick that was his. Well, I don't feel too bad. I mean, Man United lost to Aston Villa won, so but this does not make it any better. This does not make it any better. We lost. Moving forward, moving forward, I expect us to stick to our formation. We should stick to our formation. If the formation is not working for us, change it. Don't start with something new and then change it, revert to what was working for you. It won't work out. It won't work out. Okay, if you want to experiment with the forward players in terms of Timo and Lukaku, experiment with a smaller game, not such a huge game. For crying out loud. Oh, I don't even know who to blame. Jorginho, why? Why are you wasting so much time with the ball? Why? Such poor passes in this game. There was no passing accuracy whatsoever. There were no shots created. Even the attempt was, we had, I think, one attempt. Man City had 11 attempts. Wow. Just, just absolutely. This was an absolute disaster. Guys, I'm gonna head out, yeah? But this was a really sad game, I have to say. I am really absolutely bummed with how this game went. I expected better. Our formation, let us stick with what is working for us. Let us not test players in games that are very important, in big games, at home. That'll be it for my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I understand, and I'll see you in my next video.